Pastor David here, and I'm on a beautiful sunny day. See that blue sky behind me? I'm out on the lake, and you can see how beautiful it is. This is in the state of New Hampshire. Live free or die is their state motto. But I'm on this boat on this water, and when you look at this water, I mean, just look at it. It's all you see is the surface area out there. It's just lots of water. From the way we look at things, it just looks the same, doesn't it? You can see the little bait. That's called a rat. That's my friend Doug, who's showing you the good bait we're using out here. But when you look at that surface water, it just all looks the same. Now we're trying to find fish, and so you look at that water, it just all looks the same. The issue is what's going on down beneath the water. That's what you really want to know. And that's why this little contraption right here is so cool. Humminbird sonar. This will actually tell you how deep the water is. It will show you structure that's on the bottom. It will also mark out fish for you. Even though all you can see from the human eye is all of this water, all the surface of it, that Humminbird sonar right there actually shows us what's going on underneath. And that makes fishing a whole lot easier. When you're out fishing and all you can see is the top of the water, you have no idea what's going on down there. But that sonar helps you with that. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because when we look at life, let's just call it the waters of life. I mean, all we can see is the surface area out there. And especially when difficulties come our way, when there's hard times, and it's just all we can see is the top, and it doesn't make any sense to us. We don't know why certain things are happening for us. This is where God's word becomes like this Humminbird sonar back here. God's word actually takes us a little bit deeper into the difficulties that we might be up against, and it gives us a perspective that we need to see so that we can continue on in life with much more confidence. Think about the life of Job. Job, all he could see was the top of the water. But the book of Job actually gives us insight into some deeper things that are going on. It allows us to have a perspective in his particular life. Satan was coming after him. Satan, the god of this world, who seeks evil, destruction, death. And he came after Job, and this was a difficulty for him. But the book of Job shows us that God was at work in Job's life doing something deep. Making him more godly. Now that may not make much sense to us, but if that's what life is all about, to become more godly, then that's a beautiful story of how God did that in Job's life. Think about other Bible passages that all we can see is the surface of life, but the Bible tells us, hey, don't be surprised when difficulty comes. It is going to come. That's a sonar that's letting us know what's going on underneath the surface. There is going to be difficulty that's out there. Think about a passage like Romans 8. God causes all things to work together for good to those who love him and are called according to his purpose. Again, all we can see is the surface of the water, but God's word takes us deeper and says, hey, I'm doing something. I'm causing all of this to work together for good. Think also about passages like 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 16 through 18 that tell us that affliction is momentary and light. All we can see is the top of the water, but the Bible takes us a little bit deeper and says it's momentary, it's light. In fact, it's nothing to be compared to the eternal weight of glory. And so there's other passages that I could look at that show us that the Bible gives us a little bit of depth to what's going on in life. And so as you go through this day and all you can see is the surface of the water, that's all you can see. And maybe you're going through a difficulty. Remember, the Bible takes us beneath the water and gives us a different perspective, a better perspective, a God perspective on what's going on in our lives. And we can cling to that. God's word is written to give us hope, to give us confidence, and to give us that assurance that God is on his throne. He knows what he's doing in this world, and he knows what he's doing in your life. So take great comfort in that today. You may not understand what's going on in your life, but the Bible does give us a dimension. We can trust God as we walk through it. So today, trust God as you walk through your day. And don't forget to pray that Pastor David catches the biggest fish in the boat, which, by the way, I've already done.